dating market is not easy, and it is quite challenging. And this is what a lot of guys don't understand about the dating market, right? When a lot of guys go online and they look at these dating gurus and these red pill coaches, the only message these guys preach is that it's easy. You know, they'll videotape themselves go speaking to women, getting their numbers, getting their Instagrams, and they're like, it's easy. It's easy to get women. Just go talk to girls. And the problem with this mindset is you're going to adopt this mindset and you're going to go out and cold approach women and you're going to go use dating apps and you'll get some results here and there, but you're going to realize quickly that it's actually not as easy as it looks, right? And you're going to start to realize, you're going to start to feel like you're going crazy, because that's what happened to me. I started feeling like I'm going crazy because I'm like, all right, I'm getting girls' numbers, I'm doing this and that. It's not really going as deep as I'd like it to go. And it's actually not that quite easy, right? And I'm thinking, am I going crazy? Is there something wrong with me? Or am I missing something that these guys are doing that I'm not doing? And eventually I started meeting some of these guys, these red pill coaches and these dating gurus online. And I started realizing a lot of them aren't who they present themselves online to be. A lot of them present themselves as getting high quality women, as really working for it. And a lot of them don't actually get that high quality woman. Or worse, the women don't actually love them, which is almost infinitely worse, right? A lot of these guys actually pay women money to appear in these videos or to do certain things. And you can kind of put two and two together to figure that out. But a lot of these guys find women and they kind of put them in their lifestyle, or even if they don't pay the woman money, these guys have a lot of status, they make a lot of money, and they bring women around that don't genuinely love them and only care about the status aspect they get from being the guy. And the woman does not genuinely care about the guy whatsoever, right? And a lot of guys think, okay, well, I don't really care about this. I just want to sleep around, whatever. A lot of guys have that mindset where if I sleep around, I'll be happy. But if you got yourself to a high position in life where you're speaking to a lot more women, I think most guys would kind of have a change in mindset, in my opinion. I think most guys would have a change in mindset. And most guys, they would hang around a woman who doesn't genuinely love them. And they would see the way the woman looks at them and they would feel disgusted by it. Because I felt disgusted by it. I've seen the way a woman looks at me when she genuinely loves me. And it just feels like the best thing in the world. Like, it literally was the best feeling in the world. Like, I literally would rather do nothing else than be with a woman who genuinely loves me, for me. And I've been a woman who don't genuinely love me. And, you know, they were willing to do things, but they didn't genuinely love me. They didn't care about me. They might have spoke to me. They might have thought I was funny, but they really didn't care what happened to me. So that's like one of the worst feelings in the world, in my opinion, when you're around someone who genuinely does not care about you. And it doesn't matter what you say to them. It doesn't matter what game you run. A lot of these guys, these red pill coaching gurus, they say you got to run game on the chick. You got to speak to her a certain way to make her like you. The fact of the matter is, a lot of girls out there in the world are not going to be your match. That is simply a fact of life. It is going to be like over 90 to 95% of the girls that you speak to, and I'm not being pessimistic here, they're not going to be like a great match for you. Now, you can still do things with these girls that aren't a perfect match for you, but it's just not going to feel as good as girls who are a really good match for you, right? And that's why in the dating market, when you're doing cold approach and you're trying to improve your life and you're trying to meet more women, it is very important that you increase the number of women that you're speaking to, that you approach, not because you're trying to increase the amount of women that you want to sleep around with as much as possible, but because it's incredibly rare to meet someone in this world. It is incredibly rare to meet someone in this world that you have a really good connection with and that kind of checks off most of the boxes. It's really rare that someone will check off all the boxes, but most of the boxes. And it'll feel good being around with them and growing with them. So I tell guys that are entering the dating market, it is challenging. And you can't just run game on a woman and expect everything's going to be all right. You actually have to put effort into your appearance. You actually have to get some status in this world. You actually have to make some money. And then after you've done those things, you actually still have to go approach and speak to women. You can't just sit by your phone waiting for the woman to gravitate to you. There's some that might message you, but a lot of these women are not going to love you, and they're going to see your money and they're going to see your status. They're going to want to hang around you, but they're not going to love you. And that's a real problem. what a lot of guys are after in the dating market, they think they're after, getting into bed with them, but they're not really after that. They're really after the feeling of being loved. That is the feeling that will make you be complete in this world. That is the reason people have friends, really good friends, and people have women, is because these people make you feel loved and they make you feel complete as a person. Now, when someone does not make you feel loved and they're trying to use you and they're just hanging around you just because they like your money, like your status, but they don't care about you as a person, it actually feels quite horrible. And you'll realize a lot of these dating coaches and red pill gurus actually live quite horrible and quite miserable lives. And a lot of them are not happy deep down inside. So keep that in mind. Not everything appears as what it seems. And the dating market is challenging. So that's the message a lot of guys need to hear. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So beautiful.